Hi everyone, enjoy watching and thank you for being here. Episode 20.
A disgusting person. I know that's the way you see me because you were forced to marry me. Even if there are times you fake to seem to act nice to me, I can't help to keep thinking like this. As expected by the male lead of the novel, he looks like an angel while asleep. This is the man I fell in love with. So please, after this, despise me as you are supposed to do. That way, I can also set my mind to accept this fate. Well then, now Killian should wake up and look at me with contemptuous eyes. You were doing well at hiding this side of you, but it seems that you can't keep with your facade anymore. Are you in a rut? Tun, a rut is a state of sexual excitement or heat commonly associated to animals. He is saying that with the intention to be disrespectful and call her an animal in heat. No, well, let's do it, Kiag. Let's see if the snake-like flower Edith Reigelhoff is able to satisfy me. And who knows, maybe your body could actually serve well in bed. Well, wait a moment, Killian. Doing it with someone like me? Is that all right for you? She is not Reese. Compared to what I feel for Reese, this woman should mean nothing to me, isn't it? Since our marriage was just an excuse to cover a political conflict, I genuinely didn't expect anything from him as my husband. You shouldn't be asking me that question, especially after the confidence you had to do this. After all, aren't you the one who sneaked into my bedroom in the middle of the night? I know you must have been feeling sad about not being able to feel the body you are always contemplating. So take this opportunity to feel my warmth as much as you want. Right, he read my diary. It's not like that, well... Is this pleasant for you? Huh? About that. Well, yes, HMJH. So you can actually look cute? Edith Reigelhoff? K. Killian, I must be going crazy. We did it. We actually did it. If you are done preparing the bath, you can leave. I want to be left alone for today. Yes, young master. How are you feeling? Kaya, I can walk. Please tell me if the water is too hot. It's perfect. This reminds me of your first night here when you were dozing off in the bathtub. I guess you must like bathtubs a lot, don't you? Oh, haha, yeah, well, seriously, what's with him? Even if what happened last night was just in the heat of his hatred for me, I thought that he would surely regret it after waking up in the morning. The purity of his first kiss that was supposed to be reserved for Reese now has been taken by one night of temptation. But no, in the first place, with Killian. I don't think that in the original story, Edith's seduction worked on him. Perhaps he did it out of pity. Or maybe it could also be because at this point, Reese is clearly leaning more towards Cliff, so instead of having false hopes to be with Reese, I'm sorry that I forced your body so much after you just recovered not too long ago. You better take a rest for a few days. This tone of voice, full of sweetness, is something that I would never have imagined to hear directed to me, considering how cold he has been since our wedding. I still don't know what caused this change of heart, but that Killian, who embraced me while calling my name, it really was. I'm sorry. It's nothing, Anna. I have to focus and think about this calmly. After last night, I had one of those dreams again. The exception conditions for the first rule have been met. Since an alternate situation has occurred, this will cause the authority of the author to be reduced, and some of the conditions related to the first rule might be removed? Is this related to the 3 rules that I was shown last time when I fainted? Although I already know that they won't answer no matter how much I ask, but still. Episode 21. What were the conditions for the exemption of the first rule? What does this mean? Exception condition of the first rule. Succeed on changing a part of the original story where the original Edith couldn't. This system is clearly aware that I'm a stranger to the story of this world, and also, for some reason, it seems that it wants me to avoid following the same scenarios where the original Edith failed to succeed. And instead, it encourages me to choose alternative paths. But why does it feel kind of vicious? Also, there are more weird things about it. It said that because I met the conditions for the exception of the first rule, the authority of the author was reduced. Authority. It's the capacity that one has to influence the things of this world. In other words, that just means that there is some kind of entity who has the power of exerting authority over the story. Could it be the god of this world, or perhaps some kind of mysterious force? It's all too vague. I don't have enough information. What does it even mean that the author's authority has been reduced when this novel was already finished? In which sense and to what extent their authority has been reduced? And what do they exactly mean by reduced? In which part of the story would that even apply? On the episodes, the characters, the flow of the story? Or would that affect all of those? But also, where is even that author? Nevertheless, what I did learn, and I think is the most important piece of information that I acquired, is that the original story can actually be altered, so I can't give up yet. I'll have to confirm my suspicions by how things go with Killian in the next episode. It's me, Edith. Oh, Edith, do you feel better? I'm fine now. I'm sorry for ring you before. To be sincere, it's been a while since one recovered. But the Duke and Duchess of Rudwick went to visit the royal palace not too long ago, perhaps to discuss the possible alliance between Archduke Langston and Count Reigelhoff, so it was better for me to stay outside of all that. The Duke was also very worried for you. He said that he may have pushed you too hard. He has lived for too long on the battlefield, so his way of speaking may be a little harsh sometimes. Still, I have always seen him speaking to Reese with a soft tone of voice. It's difficult to maintain a soft voice when discussing serious matters like that. So I'm fine. Tell him that he doesn't need to worry. Thank you for your understanding. What would you like to do from now on? You don't have to keep helping me with my work if you don't want to. I'm sure that Iffy do that. Since I have lost the trust of many people because of the leaked documents, they won't stop talking about me in suspicion. But on the other hand, then one would feel bad for spending all day just playing around. If you are fine with it, Mother, I would like to keep helping you with your duties. However, perhaps the person who tried to frame me could try to do the same thing again. So I would like to work under the surveillance of someone you really trust. Oh, did the expression that I used sound too pretentious? What I meant to say is that, no, I understand. You want to work in an environment where you won't be caught on misunderstandings. The truth is that I have been thinking about the same thing before. Perhaps I could ask for Linen's assistance with this. If it's Linen, who is someone that knows about paperwork and it's not a member of the Rudwick family, he who was trusted to prepare the documents to catch me, and one of the two people to treat me without prejudice in this house. Although he may feel disappointed by me, you have seen him before, right? Are you going to be okay with that? Yes, I'm fine. Judging by the last expression he had towards me the last time I saw him, I can't tell what he thinks. So what kind of expression will he show me now? Come in. Why does he always have that stoic expression on his face? Would I be really fine working with someone like this? I'll be helping you with work from now on. With what should I start? First, I'll need you to classify all these documents by year, please. By year? But that is, it was the job of the person who worked here before. He said that he felt offended by me, threw a bunch of receipts from previous years to the floor, and then ran away. He did that to the documents of Duke Rudwick? Of course, he didn't go without a punishment for what he did. My lady, you also need to have in mind that you shouldn't expect me to give you any type of special treatment or treat you with kindness. You'll probably regret asking to work under my supervision. For now, I'll just have to focus on work. This place is so quiet. The only thing I can hear is the sound of his quill pen writing on something and the sound of the pages when they are turned. While the sunlight of the afternoon is entering through the window, what a calm place to work. It's time for us to finish our work. Huh? It's already... Die that late? Wait a moment. I have to mark a few things on the documents I organized today. Good job today. Thank you for your hard work today too, my lady. Also, linen. I don't want any kind of special or kind treatment from you either. In my previous life, I hated the type of bosses who valued more those who they could socialize with. And for me, who's someone introverted that has difficulty speaking to other people on a friendly manner, they just labeled me as a bad working companion based on that, not even taking into account our abilities at the actual work we had to do. I only want two things from you, Linon: competence and fairness. And if you ask me, I think those two are one of your biggest qualities. See you tomorrow. Did you wait for too long, Anna? Not at all. I'm sorry for calling you when you must be busy. It's just that I heard that you were going to be supervising Edith at work from now on. What do you think of her? Episode 22. Did you call for me? I'm sorry for calling you when you must be busy. It's just that I heard that you were going to be supervising Edith at work from now on. What do you think of her? I wonder how this happened, Ned. Why would she prefer to work for a Linon than my mother? I even heard that she was the one who asked for that in the first place. But why would my brother want to talk about that? What is he planning by making Linon say what he thinks about her? No matter how much I look at it, I was told that Lady Edith wanted to keep helping with the organization of documents, so she was assigned to me to keep an eye on her. To be more exact, Lady Edith now is working under my supervision and helping with my duties. I see. Have you seen anything suspicious? I can't give a proper answer. We have been working quietly all day. If someone else would have entered my office, they wouldn't have thought that she is noble. She worked all day eagerly and without any complaints. She seemed to be very focused on her work all day. She also demonstrated to have a great sense of self-management, concentration, and understanding of the documents that were assigned to her. But more than that, I would say her biggest trait has been her perseverance. That expression on his face is, oh, so she has been very eager to work hard for you? I can't say for sure. We just started today, so I have only seen her working so eagerly today. I see. I'll call again after some time has passed for you to give me a new report of her. Don't take your eyes off her until then. Whoa! I have never seen Linen compliment someone else like that. She won his heart in just one day. As expected of Edith, she is incredible. Reese, do you think Linen has developed feelings for her? Cliff, what is the problem? He is a single man. I think that's a possibility. Why do you both care if it is like that? You are acting as if that would affect you in something like Count Reigelhoff would. Actually, it wouldn't be bad for us if that's the case, but of course it would be a shame to lose such a skilled person as Linen to her. Wait, Killian, don't tell me that you actually care about that woman. Ha ha ha, how could I do such a thing? Don't take it seriously, I was just asking. You too should be honest, Reese. She has been causing a bunch of problems to you. Wouldn't it be better if we could get rid of her? Cliff? It can't be, right? Young master, your carriage is Wait for a moment, I'll be there in a minute. Both Edith and Reese have different types of beauty. Considering that she is the sexy type of woman if they stay together in a room by themselves for several hours every day. It smells like roses. There's no one here. Huh? Are these... Oh, haha. That's nothing important. It's just my hobby. But I'm still embarrassed to show them to other people, so Wait, no. Why are you entering the room of somebody else without aching in the first place? Anna, please come to put all this away from here. How have you been? I shouldn't have sat on her bed. It seems you are doing well. I'm not sure what he's exactly referring to. It's thanks to the Chess. She has assigned me to work under one of the other administrative assistants. You probably know him, Baron Linen Pilch. What am I saying? Of course, he knows him. Anyone that knows the Duke also knows about his trusted assistant, Linon. Our family has a long history with the Pilch family. We are very grateful to them. The current Viscount Theo Pilch used to be the assistant of my grandfather, and after my father came back from the battlefield Iskate, his son Baron Linen Pilch took his position as the assistant of my father. We grew up with him since we were just kids. You have to practice more. Hey, Linen, don't you want to practice with the sword? Isn't it boring if you just read books all day? If that's what you desire, I will obey your command and practice. But I can't say that we were friends exactly. So that is the background of Linon. Since he is an extra character that didn't appear in the original novel, I didn't know what to expect from him. However, it results that he has a very close tie with the Rudwicks. Some people in this world seem to have a completely different story than the one in the original novel. I'm sure that there must be deeper things that I should find out. He hasn't shown his face in front of me since that night until now. But why did he suddenly come to my room to talk about this? Judging by your expression, it seems you are wondering why I came here. I'll be going on a trip to the Ryzen territory. The Ryzen territory. That is a territory very far from the capital at the north of the Empire. It takes several days to get there by carriage. It's part of Rudwick's family territories, and is also the territory that will be given to the second son of the Duke, Leon, since he cannot inherit the title of his father for not being the first son. This means that I will be gone for a while. So I was wondering if you would like to come with me. You want me to go with you to your territory? Episode 23. Ahaha, you must be joking. But I'm thankful for the invitation, even if you don't really mean it. Have a safe trip. I was such a fool for asking that. Young master, the Duke is waiting for you outside. Understood, I'll go right away. Phew, that's enough for today. Why are you looking at me like that, Lennon? It's nothing. By the way, the Duchess asked me to tell you to go meet her after you are done here. Oh, thank you. I'll go there at once. How could she have organized all these documents so quickly? Next month will be the bazaar of Countess Hermione. Because of that, we are going to be holding an embroidery reunion at our house to prepare a few things for the event. Would you like to attend? Oh, so the episode centered on the Countess's bazaar has finally started. Those bazaars are held in order to raise funds for different causes, and one of the most popular items is the gorgeous embroidered piece made by the wives of the nobles. As I said in the past, embroidery is one of the biggest virtues considered for women in romantic novels. So these types of events are a great opportunity to show off their amazing skills. Whenever a noble woman decides to do a bazaar, it's normal for other noble women to make an embroidery reunion where all ages can participate. Considering the position of Duchess Rudwick over all the other noble families, it's most natural for her to be the one to hold these kinds of events more frequently. But I'm not really good at it. I don't know if I could make pieces of the same quality as you, Duchess. Don't worry, you don't have to stress about that. The problem here is that I won't be able to make anything even close to acceptable. Anna, is this usually so hard to do? I have to refuse. I'm very grateful for taking me into consideration, but I don't think That's right, I think I would be more confident to participate with Edith. I think so too. That would take a lot of pressure from you two, Edith. All right. Anyways, it would be impossible for me to be better at that than the main characters. In that case, I guess I'll attend. She said she was worried about her skills, but this is a shawl I finished not too long ago. I'm planning to embroider a garden of flowers on it. How could that be when she does beautiful pieces like that? Did you make it by yourself? The pattern turned out so well, right? I think it's amazing that you know how to handle a weaver so skillfully. Come to think of it, did Reese also do this in the original story? Oh, Edith, what are you going to make? Well, I was planning on making a handkerchief. I think it's the only thing I could do right with my lack of skill. I'll use this color for the borders. What do you think of using this color? You could make the borders pink and the sides yellow. I think it would look lovely. She must have approached me because she felt sorry for me being alone. I should say something. Oh my, that's similar to the design my nephew did 2 years ago. It will look gorgeous after you finish it. Indeed, I also remember that handkerchief. How old is Lady Lisa already? She's 16 and she's pregnant too. PRN. Woman coming to age is 15. Oh, so that means she made that handkerchief when she was 14, right? She was such a little girl back then. I can't believe it has been so long already. They are implying that it's a design that only kids would do, aren't they? How childish. Thank you for your recommendation, Reese. However, I'm thinking of giving this to Killian. I think those colors will match great with his eyes. Don't you think he looks better when he wears things that match the color of his eyes? He does. Please don't tell Killian that I said this. I feel shy about it. The honeymoon phase is so sweet, haha. What do you think, Killian? It's a bit far from the capital, but There are very few territories with such potential for development as this. And I think that 10 days by carriage isn't really that much. It would take even less than a week on horseback. It is much better than I expected. After this place is handed to me, it would be out of the Duke's domain, so I was worried that it wouldn't be much, but the castle is in great condition considering it was left to a few servants to take care of it, although the decoration on the inside is a bit rough, and there are not many luxury items. So I'll have to go to look for good furniture when I go back to the capital. After all, she's from the Rigelhoff family, where all that matters is money. I don't think she will be pleased with an old castle like this. But the only problem isn't that she has been born and raised accustomed to luxuries in the capital. How cold does this place get during winter? Just a bit colder than in the capital. More than the temperature, the biggest problem would be the snow. But there never has been an avalanche on this territory to this day. Glad to hear that. It looks like you're pleased with it. Yes, it's pretty good. I think it would be better to develop more industries rather than focusing on agriculture since there are many young people here. And if I'm able to establish a commercial route that goes over the Philiac Mountains, it could become a regular route for merchants who wants to travel to the capital. Then tell me, are you really satisfied with just this?